reel back some heavy feelings to find some stability in your mind. And the reminders for how to use your breathing are: first, breathe through your nose. The reasons are: one, you get 10 to 20% more oxygen when you breathe through your nose and when you breathe through your mouth. And second, your olfactory system, all the olfactory epithelium in your nose, that connects directly to the limbic part of your brain. That's the part of your brain at the amygdala. It's the emotional center where panic and fear and anxiety are. So I heard one researcher in Chicago describe it as, by breathing through your nose, you're tuning that emotional center of your brain. So remember, try to breathe through your nose if you can. Second is slow down your breath. So about 6 breaths per minute, which is a 5-second inhale and a 5-second exhale. That's about the threshold where you'll be optimizing your stress response, the way your body adapts to stress. And then the third thing is to deepen your breath. So you've got nose breathing, slow down your breath to about 6 breaths per minute, and then deepen your breath, meaning you're going to breathe from your diaphragm, that thin muscle that's sort of right at sort of top of your stomach. And your diaphragm, some people call this belly breathing. And to do that, when you inhale, you start the breath low in your abdomen, let it rise up past your ribs all the way up to your sternum, and then you reverse for your exhale, starting the exhale high at your collarbone, pressing down through your rib cage, and then finally to the lowest part of your abdomen. So we've got nasal breathing, slow down your breath, and then belly breathe, inhaling, starting low in your torso and letting the air rise, exhaling, starting at the top of your torso and pressing the air downwards. So those are just some 3 tips for breathing, for times you want to reduce anxiety or reduce stress, or if you just want to have a feeling of calm. Any questions about just talking about breathing? And calms me. It is interesting if you talk, your self-talk, the story you tell yourself in your head, if you give yourself the cues. So first, pay attention to my nose. Okay, now I'm going to pay attention to slow down my breath. Count, and you can use your fingers to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the inhale, count the other way for exhale. And then finally, you can even just place your hands on your rib cage. And then as you breathe, feel your rib cage expand all directions, because it's not just puffing up in the front, but it's actually breathing into the back of your body and to the sides of your body. So the whole canister of your torso fills with air. So those are the breath reminders, and I invite you, while we do the moving practice, to try to breathe that way. So try to breathe through your nose. You don't need to count your breath, but try to keep it slow and keep initiating your inhale from low in your belly. And with that, I invite you to stand up, and we're just going to do some total body stretches, just especially with our spine, just to get ready for the week. So we're just going to come to standing. It might take me a minute to adjust my screen, and I'll be moving back and forth, so hopefully you can see me as we do this. But let's just actually start. You're standing. I'm just going to kneel with your hands and bring some awareness to your hands, and just open and close your fingers. You can even close your eyes and just notice all the ligaments, all the tendon. You can press your palms together. Feel the stretch in the face of your palms. You can clasp your fingers and roll your wrists. But just feeling through your fingertips, your wrists, your palms. And now let's bring attention to your feet. Just stand about hip width apart. Place your hands on your hips. Rise up to your toes. You don't have to go all the way, just a little bit of lift at your heels. Then slowly lower down to your heels. When your heels touch the ground, bend your knees and really push your heels into the floor to stretch out your Achilles. Let's do it 3 more times. Rise up to your toes. Feel the ball of your foot against the floor. Then slowly lower your heels. Slightly bend your knees, sink back into your heels to stretch your Achilles. Rise up to your toes. Feel the strength of your ankles. Ease back down towards the floor. Bend your knees, press your heels down and back to stretch your Achilles. Last time, lengthen up to your toes. Ease down towards the floor with control. Sink into your heels, bend your knees. And now we're just going to do some shoulder circles. So just standing up right, move your shoulders in a full circle. And let's first pay attention to the up and down movement of your shoulder blades. So when your shoulder blades rise towards your ears, that's called elevation. When your shoulder blades slide down towards your hips, that's called depression. So notice the up and down movement. Now let's switch directions with your shoulder rolls. And now let's notice the forward-backward movement. So when your shoulder blades come forward, like mine are now and your shoulder blades are rounded, that's protraction. When you squeeze your shoulder blades together, so the front of your chest is open, that's retraction. Just notice the difference between protraction when your upper back is broad and retraction when you squeeze your shoulder blades together. And now relax your shoulders. We're going to do some arm raises with breathing. So get ready for an inhale, blow out all your air. And now inhale, reaching your arms up, look up. Exhale, float your arms down. Let's do that again. Inhale, reach up, look up. Feel free to rise onto your toes if you'd like. Then exhale, lower your arms. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, reach up, look up at your own pace. Exhale, starting up at your collarbone, pressing the air all the way out to your lower abdomen. This time, inhale, reach up. And on the exhale, bend your elbows and squeeze your shoulder blades together so you're stretching through your chest. Then inhale, reach up. You can look forward here. Exhale, look up at the ceiling, squeeze your shoulder blades together, bend your elbows. One more time. Reach up on your inhale. Then on your exhale, pull your shoulder blades down and back, bend your elbows. And release your arms and come back to your shoulder circles. Either direction is fine. Start by noticing the up and down motion, the elevation when your shoulder blades rise, the depression when your shoulder blades move towards your hips. Switch directions of your circles. And now notice the front to back motion. When your shoulder blades roll forward and your back broadens out, that's protraction. When you stretch through your chest and your shoulder blades squeeze, that's retraction. And release your shoulder circles. Reach your right arm up and your left arm down. Actively press your right arm up and lengthen your left arm down without bending over. So you're standing straight up. And now switch arms. Without tilting to the side, reach up with your left arm, reach down with your right arm. And switch, just getting as much length through your spine as you can. You can also think of pushing your feet down, lifting the crown of your head up. And switch, right arm down, left arm up, reach opposite directions. One more time each side. Right arm up, left arm down, reaching towards opposites. And final switch, left arm up, right arm down. And relax both hands to the side. Step your feet hip width apart, and this time we're going to add a side bend with it. So reach your right arm up over your head, and then as you exhale, tilt to the left. So you're stretching through the side of your body. Lower your right arm and let's switch sides. Inhale your left arm up. Exhale, side bend to the right. And switch sides. So exhale your left arm down. Inhale your right arm up. Reach tall, and then bend to the left side. Exhale to lower your arm. Inhale to lengthen up through your left arm, bend to the right, then lower your arm. One more time each side. So create length up towards the ceiling, and then take your side bend to stretch through your ribs all the way down past your waist. Last arm switch, reach up, and then lengthen over to the side. And release your arms. Place your hands behind your head so your elbows are wide. And on the exhale, you're going to roll your head forward, pull your elbows towards each other, round your back. On the inhale, open your elbows wide, look up at the ceiling, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and switch. Exhale, round your back, drop your chin, pull your elbows forward. Inhale, widen your elbows, look up, broaden through your chest, squeeze your shoulder blades. One more time. Exhale, pull your elbows forward, stretch through your upper back. And inhale, broaden your elbows, look up at the ceiling, stretch through your chest, and release your arms. We're going to do a few spinal rolls. And to do this, start by pulling your chin to your chest, and then vertebra by vertebra from your neck to your tailbone, you're just going to roll down your back, letting your hands slide down your legs until your hands are just below your knees. You can bend your knees if you like. Then to stand back up, tuck your tailbone under and pull upwards vertebra by vertebra. The last thing is your head when you look forward. And just on your own, do these spinal rolls. Tuck your chin, then roll through your back from your neck to your upper back, mid back, lower back. When you've gone as low as you can, then tuck your tailbone under and roll up the opposite way. Do one more. Feeling each little movement of your spine. Keeping your breath slow. Awesome. Now you're going to bend your knees to about a quarter squat. Place your hands on your thighs. And we're going to tilt your hips back. So I'm going to come closer so you can see my hips. So instead of tucking under this way, pop your hips up and back like you're closing a car door. Once you've got your hips back, press your hands on your thighs, look forward, and lengthen through your spine. So push your bum back, push your chin forward. From here, you're going to stretch your hamstrings just by gently straightening your legs. Don't drop your chest, keep your chest up. Rebend your legs, and now you're going to look towards the floor. Place your hands together. I'm going to adjust my screen again if you need to see me. Place your hands together so you're pointing at the floor. Tuck your chin, round your upper back. So protract your shoulder blades, just like we did at the beginning. And finally, tuck your hips under. So you're getting a big stretch from your low back all the way up to your neck. We're going to do this a couple more times. So if the first time was complicated, no worries, we're going to get it. Come back up, place your hands on your thighs. Pop your hips back like you're closing a car door. Then looking forward, keep your chest parallel to the ground. Gently straighten your legs. Feel a stretch in your hamstring. Keep looking forward. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Now we're going to switch. So you're going to bend your knees, tuck your tailbone, drop your chin towards your chest, round your upper back, place your palms together, point towards the floor, and you're going to pull your shoulder blades apart as you stretch your arms towards the floor and you tuck your tailbone under. One more time, place your hands on your thighs, push your hips back, look forward. Squeeze your shoulder blades together so your chest is open. Extend your spine forward, so you're lengthening from the tailbone to the crown of your head. And now keeping that link, gently work to straighten your legs. Don't force it. Feel the stretch in your hamstring. And now let's switch. Bend your knees, tuck your tailbone. Drop your head so your chin touches your chest. Place your hands together, point towards the floor. And then stretch your hands to the floor by protracting your shoulder blades and keep tucking your tailbone under. Then slowly, vertebra by vertebra, roll up to standing. Last little stretch we're going to do is you're going to step your right foot forward and your left foot back. And what's going to look like a very high lunge. So your back leg is straight. Your front leg, you're going to bend about a quarter of the way. Extend both arms straight in front of you. The arm that's over your bent leg, so for me it's my right arm, because my right arm is forward, you're going to open to the side with the twist. I have to get lower so you can see, open to the side with the twist. Then bring your hand back around to the front. So staying in your lunge, keep your left hand still, open up your right hand, the arm over your front leg, look at the arm that's stretching to the side. 2 more times the big twist. Open up to stretch your upper back. Bring your hand back to the front. Last time, open up your chest to the side and bring your hand back to the front. We're going to switch sides now. So switch which leg is forward. Front leg is bent, back leg is straight. Reach in front of you, then open up the arm that's on top of your bent leg. Then reach back in front of you. You can go at your own pace. This is just a stretch for your thoracic spine. Keep the weight of your head centered over your hips. So even if you're turning your head, you're not going to lean your body forward or back. You're just opening up for the twist. Last time. And relax. Let's just shake it out a little bit. Just shake your arms, shake your legs. You can use your hands on your muscles to kind of jiggle around, loosen up your muscles from the bone, give yourself some taps on your bones. And then let's come down to a seated position or a comfortable position. And we're just going to do a brief metta meditation. Metta meditation is our loving kindness meditation. And this is the meditation when we are generating goodwill and love to a person we love, a person who maybe we don't know very well, who we'll call our neutral person, to someone with whom we have difficulty, and then we expand that love, generating it in all directions. Before we start, does anyone have 3 words or a word they would like to contribute? So for example, in this meditation, we often say, may you be strong, may you be healthy, may you be at ease. So those adjectives, healthy, strong, at ease. If anyone has a word they want to contribute so that we're doing it more as a group-built word, feel free to put in the chat box now. If not, I will just go with the traditional words of happy, healthy, and at ease. But if anyone has a word, whether it's strong, steady, kind, generous, any word, at peace, encouraged, okay, great. At peace we have, so we'll use encouraged, peace. I'm just going to write them down so I can remember. Anybody else have a word? Loved, cared for. We have health. So we have encouraged, peace, health. What if we go with, we have these different words. We have peace, which is kind of like create joy, strong. Ooh, these are great words. So many words. Serenity. So how about this? We have serenity. We have a couple that match peace. When we get to the point of when we're generating our feelings for each person, I will just remind you, may you be, and then you can pick your 3 words instead of me necessarily saying the word. So I'll say, may you be, and you pick the 3 words that resonate with you when we get to that point. But for now, let's just take a seat. And the words we have are encouraged, peace, loved, cared for, health, joy, strong, serenity. I may throw some of those in different places. And just close your eyes. Press your sit bones down. Lengthen the crown of your head up. Sit with quiet dignity. Relax your eyelids. Release your jaw. Bring your attention to your breath. Breathing through your nose. Breathing slowly. Breathing fully. And as you slowly breathe, let's start thinking about these words of encouraged, of peace, of loved, cared for, empowered, health, joy, strength, and serenity. And as you think of those words, feel the goodwill build within your body. Feel yourself generating the love and the strength, the peace, the joy, the serenity. And now picture someone who's very dear to you, someone you love, and direct your goodwill, your love towards that person, and repeat to yourself, to that person, may you be, and add the words that resonate with you. May you be. May you be. And now picture someone for whom you feel more neutral, Maybe it's someone you don't know well or don't see often, and picture that person as a 100% human who, just like you, has good days and bad days, and triumphs and struggles, and fears and hopes. And hold that person close to you and generate goodwill, love, peace, strength, and serenity to that person. And repeat to yourself, may you be, may you be, may you be. And now imagine someone with whom you have a difficult relationship. Maybe it's someone you know well. Maybe it's someone who you don't know, but they're on the national political stage, or they're a figure in public life. And picture that person right there with you, knowing that they cry and they laugh and they get hungry and they get tired. They have good days and bad days just like you. And hold that very dear person close in your heart and generate goodwill to that person. Repeat to yourself, may you be, may you be, may you be. And now, as you breathe, picture those words you chose. Feel them building in your body. Feel yourself radiating the serenity, the health, the love, the encouragement. And radiate those feelings in all directions to all beings everywhere, all humans, whether they're close to you or far, regardless of their ethnicity or religious background, and to all those beings everywhere. May all people everywhere be, and choose your 3 words. May all people everywhere be. May all people everywhere be. And continue generating your goodwill, loving kindness. Feel yourself bask in this incredible love you can generate. And on your exhale, send that goodwill out to the world. And on your inhale, accept the goodwill and offer it to yourself. So on your exhale, share your goodwill to all beings. And on your inhale, offer and accept that love to yourself. And we'll just stay here for 30 seconds as you bask in the love, giving to others and receiving to yourself for about 30 seconds. Keeping your eyes closed, bring your attention back to your breath, and specifically the way your rib cage feels as you inhale and exhale. Feeling your rib cage expand and knit together in all 4 directions with each breath. Gently wiggle your fingers and toes. And as you're ready, gently open your eyes. And thank you very much for sharing that and all those words of encouragement, peace, health, joy, strength, serenity, empowerment, care. And I took a little bit longer than my time, but Dr. Harden, I'll pass it over to you now.
Thank you so much. Happy to hang back if anybody has anything that they want to talk about past 9:30. But thank you so much for spending the last 5 months with some of the members of my lab. We really appreciate the Family Nutrition Program setting this up for anybody else outside of FNP who's been able to join us, and for all of your engagement and mindfulness all of these Mondays, getting us started for the week. We loved hearing from you, what's working for you. I think everybody has all these great hobbies and crafts and families, and I feel better every Monday that we've spent together. So really all I need the time for is for gratitude for all of you for showing up, for all that you're doing to try to continue to bring programming to Virginians, and perhaps outside of Virginia. Now that we're online, I'm not sure what you're filling all of the hours with, but I know that you're working hard to bring joy, strength, health, and serenity um, to the Commonwealth. And I also want to thank Abby and Anna for their preparation, for their materials, for their time, for their commitment, and for their energy all of these Monday mornings. We just from kind of a housekeeping perspective, obviously there have been so many PDFs that you can use, just as a gentle reminder that these are for us to take care of ourselves. They're not for necessarily using in your programming or for your clients. And if you have any questions about that, you can ask myself or Dr. Serrano. We have recorded many of these. There have been some technological issues, but I would say 90% are recorded. I just have to get my hands on them and then get them uploaded. And we will send you a follow-up email with their location so that you can watch along, you can move, you can practice the breathing, you can forward or rewind wherever you want to be in those lessons or experiences. I also wanted to share that coming up on September 14th, a little bit before, we'll share some recruitment information, but Anna, who's a PhD student in my lab, and obviously all of you know her, or hopefully you were here when she was here. She's on vacation, so a little bit of that joy, health, and serenity, hopefully. She's going to be doing another offering, and our acronym is MUSCLE. So we put a little muscle into it, but it's mindfulness and self-care. So more of these practices of breath work, of understanding meditation, practicing it, and seeing if when we practice those things, we're able to show up differently. I talk a lot when we're in person about how we're running from programming to programming and we have to carry all these things in with us. We may have been stuck in traffic. We may have gotten a personal call that was a little anxiety provoking, and then we have to go in and show up and be organized and deliver our program and represent our university and organization well. And so these are really just strategies for us to ground so that we can show up when we're delivering the programs that we're federally mandated to do. Yep, so those are my things, is that gratitude for you all for showing up, for sharing this space. I know that I've been talking about these mindful meetups with others and saying, like, I really hope that I continue with some of these practices, even of moving my spine and just taking the time for me. So those will be available. These are for use with self. And then Muscle is coming up September 14th. So we'll be sharing more information about that. And if you're interested, we can talk before the recruitment materials are out, but those will be coming your way soon. And with that, I'll see if Austin or Dr. Serrano have anything they'd like to share as we wrap up our final session for this spring into summer season. And we'll be back. If you all have any requests, let us know.
Just wanted to thank everybody from your team, Samantha. This was exactly what was needed for everybody, and it's been a real joy. It's been obviously a calming effect. I know everybody looks forward to it, and I really appreciate all the time and commitment you've devoted to this, because I can't say enough for how powerful it was and how important it was for self-care and mental health. So thank you. I also show gratitude, and I have definitely learned some techniques I will carry on, and I look forward to seeing Muscle. So
Yeah, thank you. Thank you all so much. And it is 9:30, so we'll say thanks and stop the recording, but I'm happy to hang back if anybody has any questions or follow up or something that we can provide clarity on. We're happy to do so. So thank you all.